Welcome to AEW Fight Forever Series 1. This is episode 33. We are with Group B today, and the table looks like this. Owen Hart, Wardlow, Darby Allin all sitting at 4-1. Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson at 3-2. Moxley at 2-3, and then Hook and Kenny Omega still looking for their first wins. Big matches. You've got Wardlow taking on Jon Moxley. You've got Bryan Danielson taking on Darby Allin in our main event. And then you've got Owen Hart and Eddie Kingston looking to keep Kenny Omega and Hook winless. So let's jump over to our first match where we can see if Jon Moxley can get the win or get the upset over Wardlow.
This bout is set for one fall.
All right, fans, here we go. An exciting match standing by.
Making his way to the ring, Wardlow. And his opponent, Jon Moxley.
We are opening today's episode with Wardlow taking on Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is an interesting case so far in this tournament. His only wins are, as of now, against Hook and Kenny Omega. Wardlow is sitting at the top of the table. He's 4-1 in what is a packed table, right? When you've got two guys losing the way that Hook and Kenny Omega are at the bottom of the table, it leads to a really packed top of the table, and that's what we have right now. So we'll see what happens here, whether or not Moxley can, help out maybe a Bryan Danielson or an Eddie Kingston, as they work towards fighting for the AEW World Title. But we'll also see if Moxley can get his mojo a little bit and get moving in the right direction. Seeing as he is, one of the top wrestlers in the company. And for Wardlow, Wardlow is a dominant force so far. He does have the one loss, but he's been a really strong competitor throughout the whole tournament here, and ultimately, his first loss or his one loss is to Eddie Kingston, who's chasing him down now. So Wardlow has a chance to really put himself in a good place with a win here, and especially going into that final week. But I think ultimately someone's going to have to win out to get a shot at the AEW World Title. Wardlow hits the power bomb and goes to 5-1.
Here is your winner, Wardlow.
What a tremendous match by all the competitors.
Massive win for Wardlow. He is probably going to be fighting for gold.
This bout is set for one fall.
Man, this should be one hell of a singles match.
Making his way to the ring, Eddie Kingston. And his opponent, he is Hook.
Eddie Kingston versus Hook is definitely an interesting match from the Eddie Kingston side. The Hook side at this point, I mean, he's 0-5. Not much is going to happen with him. But with Kingston sitting at 3-2, he knows he has to win this and still needs help in the next round from whoever Wardlow's opponent is to be able to go after the AEW World Title or even the TNT title. So he's going to need some help here, but ultimately he can help himself by getting a win and getting this match turned around because Hook has come out hot.
One, two. One, two, three.
Big win for Eddie Kingston, proving that he is not going to go down without a fight. Puts Hook down with the spinning back fist.
Eddie Kingston.
Man, what a match. I'm so glad I was here to call it.
This bout is set for one fall.
This is going to be an exciting match.
Making his way to the ring, Kenny Omega! And his opponent, Owen Hart.
What should be a dream match between two Canadian superstars, icons, legends is just not that, because Kenny Omega still hasn't picked up a win. So at this point, all he can do is try and ruin Owen Hart's tournament. Owen currently sitting at 4-1. He knows the task ahead of him because of what what Wardlow was able to do in our opening match of the episode. So we'll see if Owen can match Wardlow like for like here. The hits just keep on coming for Kenny Omega. Gets Tombstone, gets a sharpshooter,
That was one for the ages. What a match.
and Kenny Omega is still winless. Owen Hart goes to 5-1 in the group. And for our main event, we've got Bryan Danielson taking on Darby Allin.
Is set for one fall.
What a match this is going to be.
Making his way to the ring, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And his opponent, Darby Allin.
It's main event time with Darby Allin and Bryan Danielson going head to head. Danielson currently sitting at 3-2. His losses to Wardlow and to Owen Hart. Darby Allin has one loss. He's 4-1. And his loss also coming to Owen Hart. So Darby is in the better spot because a win here puts him in a 3-way tie at the top of the table with Wardlow and Owen Hart. Danielson needs this win and a lot of help in the same way that Eddie Kingston does to get into the title picture. So we'll see who can tough it out here, who can get the win, and how that sets our table up moving into the final round.
The winner of this match, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
If you're like me, you are out of breath. What a great match we've had tonight.
So Bryan Danielson picks up the win in our main event. Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin are tied on 12 points, sitting at 4-2. Owen Hart and Wardlow going to the final episode, or the final round, have set themselves up to battle it out for the AEW title, provided one of them or both of them can get a win. Owen very much hoping that he can pick up the win, and that Wardlow ends up with a loss. So we'll see what happens with that. For our next episode, we're jumping back over to Group D, where we have Malachi Black taking on Lance Archer in the main event of that. We'll see you then.